Look up, and you'll likely see a few of these. Imagine comparing the weight of that floating cotton ball to a massive land animal. It feels like a trick question, but meteorologists have calculated the water density inside a standard white cumulus cloud. That delicate puff of vapor weighs approximately 500,000 kilograms. To put that number into perspective, it's the equivalent of taking 100 fully grown elephants and suspending them thousands of feet in the air. We struggle to grasp this because our brains evolved for immediate survival, calculating the speed of a predator or the distance to a fruit tree, rather than the invisible physics of the atmosphere. This biological gap means our common sense fails us when we look at the broader world. To see the true scale of reality, we have to look past what our eyes tell us. This disconnect is obvious when we compare a notoriously slow land animal with one of the ocean's most agile swimmers. Dolphins are masters of the water, yet as mammals, they are bound by the need for oxygen. Most can only stay submerged for about 10 minutes before returning to the surface. Then there is the sloth. By slowing its heart rate to a fraction of its normal speed, this jungle dweller can hold its breath underwater for 40 minutes, easily outlasting the dolphin. This failure of intuition extends to the way we perceive human history. We often place the Aztec Empire in a distant, ancient past, far removed from our modern academic institutions. However, the records show a different timeline. Oxford University began teaching in 1096, nearly 230 years before the Aztecs even founded their empire in 1325. Our cultural labels for what is ancient versus established create a distorted map of how recently these civilizations actually existed. When we look beyond human history into the life of the planet itself, the timelines move even further away from our everyday experience. We think of forests as a permanent fixture of the Earth, but the first trees only appeared roughly 350 million years ago. Sharks, however, have been swimming in the oceans for over 400 million years. They predate the existence of wood, having thrived for eons on a planet that had no forests at all. If planetary history is difficult to visualize, the distances of deep space move entirely beyond the reach of human logic. Billions of light years away, a supermassive black hole known as a quasar is surrounded by a cloud of water vapor that challenges our entire concept of abundance. This single reservoir contains 140 trillion times more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. The very resource that defines our world and seems so infinite to us is, in a cosmic context, barely a speck. From sharks that are older than trees to cosmic oceans that dwarf our own, these facts reveal a consistent pattern. The universe does not align with the survival-based logic our brains developed on the African savanna. It operates on scales of time and size that are simply indifferent to what we consider sensible. This suggests we should always look closer at the world around us. A slow-moving sloth or a simple cloud carries a hidden complexity that contradicts our first impressions. The reality we live in is significantly weirder and more vast than the limited tools of human intuition were designed to handle. Which of these facts was the hardest for you to wrap your head around? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more looks into the true scale of our universe.